Hi friends! So today I'm sharing a before room tour before I share my first update to this room, which will be a simple and affordable DIY organizer. And I am also showing how I organize home projects so that they don't break the bank. As a reminder, we are now at the closet organizing stage of our November home organizing challenge. So if your closet is in need of some serious organization, now is a great time to join the challenge. The link is below. As you can see, this furniture is something else. I mean, it's like 80s Art Deco, and of all the times Art Deco came back, the 80s version of Art Deco was just not good. And on top of that, the finishes are 90s finishes with the dark wood and dark granite. And to top it off, this isn't even real wood or real granite. It's all manufactured material that easily lifts and peels. To update this room, I made a plan to create some updates over time, so here is how I organize home projects. Whenever I decorate a room, I always make the full plan before I do or purchase anything. That way, you eliminate the impulse buys of decor that is pretty in the store but will not necessarily go with the entire room once it's completed. Also, you save time and money as you won't be purchasing and returning things that just do not work out in the end. In order to create a budget for any project in general, especially when updating the scheme of an entire room, it's so important to note all of the updates you need to make because everything adds up. And that can be done with a simple checklist. Start with the big ticket items first, and then note the details. I also suggest taking care of the big ticket items first and sitting with them for a bit before bringing in the details, because the little things may or may not even need to happen once the big changes are made, as I explain further now. To start the plan of a home project update, you must look at the big ticket items first. In this room, it is all the furniture. All this furniture fits perfectly in here, and I don't want to replace all of it, so I will be refinishing it all instead. I prefer solid wood, so as a compromise to not replacing the furniture altogether, I will simply be replacing the tops of the high traffic areas in this room, which are the nightstands and the desk, which show the most wear and tear. And I will be updating the look of the headboard by adding wood to the top and back. I happened to get this wood for free, even cut for me, which was just so perfect. I did prefer a more neutral toned wood so that I could simply seal it and just paint the nightstands and desk a white or gray, and then have natural wood tops. However, these pieces are quite orange in tone, so instead I decided I would paint the wood along with the nightstands and desk black. You may wonder why I am still placing real wood on top of these pieces if I am going to paint them anyway, and the purpose is for durability. The finish on the original piece of furniture is prone to chipping and peeling, and the real wood should prevent that altogether, especially once it is sealed properly. For the headboard, I am taking inspiration from Christina's beautiful bed from the DIY Mommy, and adding the longest piece of wood across the top of the headboard along with a piece behind to make the headboard look like one solid piece, like Christina's, which is just gorgeous. It's definitely not going to look as great as hers, but it's just kind of bringing that inspiration into this room. The plan is to paint the headboard and footboard and dresser gray. I am still deciding if I should remove this gaudy piece in the middle, which makes this piece look like 80s Art Deco. I want to see if the paint itself will transform the look. If not, I will either pop it off or add some kind of filigree or molding to transform the look. I actually want to remove this mirror from the dresser altogether. My birds have learned not to fly into the mirror, but I still want to take it down for aesthetics. So once you've settled what you want to do with the big ticket items, then come the details, and the details add up. For example, as you evaluate all the changes you would like to make to a room, you may decide to update the colors or finishes of furniture. Then, you may find that you want to update all the handles and drawer pulls. You must count how many handles and drawer pulls there are. Turns out there are 11 in this room, so I need to factor the cost of those into my plan. Then you must decide on the floating pieces. As opposed to handles and pulls that are fixed, things like wall decor and art and toss pillows and bedding and maybe even curtains are a bit easier to change. This is where you can save the most money. While you may want to invest in good quality fixed pieces, you can get away with getting the trendier or more seasonal items for your accent pieces because it is likely that your tastes and styles will change over time, and these are the easiest and least expensive items to update and change out. Again, I suggest getting the little things done last, after the big items are changed or updated, so that you can have a much better idea about what will coordinate well. So the changes I've already made to this room are that I have already gotten new bedding on clearance for $40. I've sewn Eurosham covers for the Eurosham pillows at the back because there weren't any included in the set. You may have noticed the top of a chair in my more recent videos, which has already replaced this big, very manly chair, which I have already sold. What I would like to change is to have some additional toss pillows by recovering ones from my previous bedding set. These lamp bases are from my old living room decor where they did coordinate well, but here they obviously do not coordinate at all. I'm still deciding if I will do some kind of DIY treatment to the lamps or replace them altogether. The lamp shades have been replaced as they were damaged between moves. The nightstands will get new wood tops installed on top and will be completely repainted black. I will be replacing the handles with brass handles which complement the brass light fixture over my desk and brass doorknob. I don't know if you can see the ugly faux granite finish on the trim of the headboard, but you can definitely see the 80s Art Deco block in the center of the headboard. I am hoping the wood pieces added to the top and back along with gray paint will be a nice transformation. If it still doesn't look right to me, I will do something about the block. Here is where the quality or lack of it shows through on this furniture, as you can see where it has worn off. I am hoping a good seal over chalked paint will prevent this from happening. And here is another 80s Art Deco block. I love neutrals, but I just love this painting my daughter made. I stare at it every morning while I get ready. So I will either keep it there or find a place to put it up after the furniture and lamps are refinished. Here is the wood that was so kindly cut for me. My pastor was throwing out some trash at the back of the church, and as I happened to be walking to my car, I saw him and I asked him about the wood resting against the wall. And he said they finished the repairs in the church and these were extra. He said he could have the other pastor from the other church who uses the building cut it for me if I texted him the measurements, and they did just that. It was such a blessing. Next to the wood are some tension rods leaning against the wall, along with some blackout curtain material that I will use to create custom blackout curtains for both mine and my daughter's rooms. Here is that 80s Art Deco block again, and so I am thinking I will just remove the mirror. However, I am still going to paint it gray along with the dresser so that I can replace it back onto the dresser and it will coordinate with the dresser when I move and get real wood furniture. And here, yes, my birds have a sleeping cage here in my room. They have a cage downstairs that is open all day so that they can fly freely, and they come upstairs at night where it's warmer. These birds are living the life. These handles will be replaced with brass handles. I have a closet organization video, small desk organization video, and whiteboard videos, which I will link down below. The desk will get a new wood top and be painted black. The drawer pull will be changed to a brass pull. And if I am not liking the look of the desk organizers after everything is painted, I am leaning towards some DIYs with natural wood tones. These curtains may change, but the inside will definitely change as I will install blackout curtains on tension rods after I sew them to the correct size. As you can see, the outer curtain is shorter than the sheer behind it because this curtain actually came with my previous bedding set. I knew my curtains would be temporary until I decided what I was going to do to update the entire room, so I was fine with them for now. So this is all going to happen over time, starting with the simple DIY organizer next week. Do you have any home projects coming up? Share in the comments below. I hope my tips can help you save time and money. Don't forget to grab the November Home Organizing Challenge calendar below. That way you can have your home in order and be prepared for our Finance Organizing Challenge beginning next month. In my next Organizing Session Saturday video, I will show you how I create a simple, inexpensive DIY organizer, so be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can know the moment it is up and never miss another organizing video. Happy organizing!